What's good, Shady Gang, and welcome back to another show with August with the Shade. Y'all, today we're going to be talking about how Jay-Z and Beyonce tried to throw a little shade at Nicki Minaj after Nicki Minaj dissed them in that song, okay? Let's get into the tea. Now, first off, it has been a whirlwind when it comes to Roc Nation and Nicki Minaj. Not Beyonce per se, but definitely some shade over there with Desiree Perez and Jay-Z. You know, after Nicki Minaj showed support for, Desiree Perez's daughter, well, her estranged daughter, it seems that they have started to conspire some type of plot against Nicki Minaj once again. But I really think it's this Instagram Live that got Desiree Perez and Jay-Z in an uproar. Now, we're going to talk about why he shaded Nicki Minaj, but first off, I want you guys to watch this video. And as you're watching this video, I want you guys to listen to some of the key points that they're talking about and how they, how it seems that, Roc Nation has conspired against Nicki Minaj for a long time, just putting out salacious rumors about her that we've never ever heard before, rumors that also were on her daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really weird, but you guys take a listen to this.
Minaj, in a similar way to how Trump has done, has always been about draining the swamp. Because again, like I said earlier, Hollywood. So Nicki, it's been Nicki against the streaming companies, it's been Nicki against the Grammys, it's been Nicki against Billboard, it's been her against all these different people. And because she continues to bring things to light, she has more and more enemies that are on her. There's been an insane amount of effort for like 10 years to tear her down. So to see her speak up for your situation, it makes me have a lot of questions. Why is it that Nicki Minaj is so invested in what's happening to you?
So I know, I haven't spoken to her, by the way, so I'm going to put that on the record. I have not been in direct contact with her. Would love to. I think she's standing up for me because she has been through some trauma and some abuse with Roc Nation, with Desiree Perez, with other individuals. What I can say about that is I've witnessed and heard a lot of things. Again, as hearsay, right? So it doesn't even matter. And that's why I'm not even going to go into detail with that. If I have the opportunity to speak with Nicki, would love to connect with her on that. But I've kind of seen, just like you firsthand, how they've they've abused her. They've abused of her platform. They've abused of her talents. They've abused of her freedom of speech. They've abused her family. They've attacked her husband. They've attacked her child. And it's sad. It's really sad. Somebody so resourceful, talented, high profile as Nicki Minaj being targeted. It should really scare the American people. It should really scare you guys too, right? Because I'm the daughter, so it's like at this point, if it's happening to me, I think she's really outspoken, and I'm grateful that she's being outspoken on it, because I think she's almost seeing it like, well, it happened to me, it's happening to her, let me speak up on it. Nobody is safe right now, and she's fed up. I think she's fed up because she's been through a lot. I've heard a lot.
Sorry to jump in. I was just saying, she even specified that everything that they're doing to you and that they have been doing to you, that they've been doing for years. She specified in her tweets talking about the way they were going in and manipulating her social media, shadow banning what she had to say, taking her stuff down. She even said that she's not releasing music this year because of all the efforts that allegedly Roc Nation has been doing to sabotage her. And even if you go back, her old manager, Deb, was offered $5 million to abandon her on tour and try to sabotage her entire tour. We even saw her be put in jail while she was overseas for something that was absolute nonsense. So I really wonder, is it the same ops that she has, the same people that she has pissed off, that you're having to deal with now too?
That's a good question. I think allegedly, I don't have like the proof that I have and the receipts that I have for my case are very concrete. When this stuff was going on with Nicki, I was kind of oblivious, right? Because I was still very much had a relationship with my mother, so I was oblivious of the receipts that there may have been. So I didn't think to collect receipts or anything like that. I just heard a lot of stuff, right? Hearsay, which, in a court of law, it doesn't hold any weight. So For my case, it's easier to speak on that because of the receipts. For her case, I'm just going to speak as an observer, just like all of you on here. And from what I've read, right, on the blogs and from what I've seen, yeah, I think that Rock Nation has attacked her. I think that they have abused their influence and their power to tarnish Nicki Minaj's image. I mean, I heard, just like all of you, rumors that were going around that she was a drug addict. The Nicki Minaj that I grew up listening to and love and admire, never in my life suspected had a drug addiction. So when that was circulating, I was like, well, you know, where is that coming from? And then I was like, well, you know, that's kind of far-fetched. And then look at what happened to me. I got accused of being a drug addict as well. And I had the scientific proof. I'm sure Nicki probably has the scientific proof as well. I don't have her proof. I can't speak on her experience, and I don't want to. That's why I hope to connect with her, because would love to hear her firsthand experience on that. But as an outsider looking in with you know, parallels to my case and some of the things I've read about her situation, it's concerning, it's frightening, and I do think there is enough to speculate, allegedly, that Rock Nation probably, most likely, abused their platform and their influence to kind of, you know, tarnish Nicki Minaj's image. Yeah.
I mean, wow.
Now, I know it was a little long, but I wanted you guys to listen because I wanted you guys to hear a lot of some of the things that they were talking about and how it's coming from her daughter. It's coming from someone who was also experiencing some of the same problems. You know what I'm saying? And Jay-Z and Desiree Perez, they're not going to come out and say, oh, of course they're going to just try to throw and sweep everything under the rug. When all of this stuff was happening with the lawsuit with Jay-Z earlier this year, y'all seen how he just used his family and started going around his family and started acting like nothing was happening, right? He just literally did the same thing. Nicki Minaj made a post and was talking about married folk, right? And here they come. Listen, they haven't performed together in like 7 years, right? And we all know that Jay-Z doesn't go on tour unless he's with R. Kelly or Beyonce. Like, let's be real. That's the only reason, you know, because he really doesn't do, you know, solo tours like that, because who really wants to see Jay-Z? And look at all of these people going crazy for Beyonce's husband. Y'all, even on the On the Run tour, they didn't even care about him. Like, this is so weird. Like, it's also weird. And just to see Cardi B being a part of that, like, that should just tell y'all how fraudulent that is right there, okay? Like, it's just so weird. But I always keep my eye on Beyonce and Jay-Z only because of some of the weird things that happen. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody else is going to talk about it, I'm definitely going to say this. Beyonce can say that she's not a part of some of the stuff, but allegedly, if you pay attention to how certain things panned out, when Beyonce hopped on Savage Remix, why would Beyonce hop on Savage Remix for free? And at the end of the year, she's honoring Megan Thee Stallion with 3 Grammys. The girl is not even on Parkwood Entertainment, but the girl that's on Parkwood Entertainment was in the crowd with her mama. Okay, I just want you guys to understand what's going on. The things that she's done, we're all going to find out about it. And listen, you guys can conspire against Nicki Minaj if you want to. And if Jay-Z really has a problem with Nicki Minaj, why has he always tried to like big her up? Or, you know, well, maybe he hasn't. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I feel like he did big Nicki Minaj up in the beginning, but I feel like after that, everything was kind of very private. And I don't know why it was so private, but they definitely didn't have the same relationship that her and Wayne has, or Nas, or anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like, Jay-Z says a lot of nice things about Nicki in the public. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I want to know what you guys think about, Jay-Z and Nicki Minaj. And do you think these two can reconcile? Do you think that one day they can sit down and have a conversation? Or do you think it's going too far because of some of the things like swatting and all of the stuff that Nicki Minaj has had to endure, especially her fans and her family? You know what I'm saying? So guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. My name is August with the Shade, and I'm out.
I want to say, but it would be so real that I can't.
You gonna plead the fifth?
I gotta plead the fifth on that one, but honey child, if I was to say that name.
Oh my God, I'm dying to hear this name.
It's 2 names that I want to say, honey. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, 2 guys, for lack of a better
2 guys?
term. Yeah.
Two men?
If you want to call them that.
Wow. 2 infantile dickheads.
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 Wishing for the kid to fail right now, but I ain't gonna. So so keep it moving. And I am gonna blow up your spot one of these days.
Give it up for